Welcome to Amplify, a micro podcast for macro cosmic creators. I'm your host, Karen Curry Parker. One of the greatest challenges creatives face is learning which inspiration to follow and which ones to set down and allow to go fallow. Creativity and creative expression requires that we vet our inspiration. If you follow every single idea that sparks in your brilliant mind, you run the risk of spending a lifetime running after inspiration, never really holding true to the energy of an idea for long enough to take the expression of the idea from inspiration to fulfillment, from talent to mastery. There's a tremendous fear that we have around letting go of ideas. We're afraid that if we don't follow through, someone else will pick up the idea we set down. We'll see someone else doing what sparked in our mind first. Sometimes the greatest challenge of being creative is dealing with some serious FOMO, fear of missing out. If creativity beams upon us in an endless flow of potential and possibility, it's literally impossible to not be creative or creating. Why are we so married to the idea of choosing the right creative idea? What is really going on underneath our fear that if we choose the wrong idea, we're somehow missing the boat? Part of our fear comes from a deeply conditioned delusion that there's somehow a right path or a formula that creates success. This is an ironic twist in our personal creative narratives, considering that the very idea of creativity implies that formulas are shattered and reimagined by creative expression. Creativity changes everything by definition. To become more refined in our ability to vet creative ideas, we have to decondition ourselves from the mindset that there's a right or wrong, good or bad, optimal or failed expression of our creative essence. In reality, you can't get creativity wrong. Science shows us that resiliency, the end goal of deconditioning our old stories, is comprised of 9 key traits. These 9 key traits give you a way to assess your level of conditioning or deconditioning. The 9 key traits are lovability, how much love you believe you can receive, experience, and give. Authenticity, how free you feel to fully express your authentic self. Courage, how well you're able to navigate through fear without letting it paralyze you. Emotional wisdom, your ability to use emotional energy as a creative source of power and to be deliberate, not reactive. Decisiveness, your ability to know how to make decisions that are good and right for you. Self-trust, the degree to which you trust your inner wisdom and trust in your own abilities. Self-worth, your self-esteem and your sense of your own value. Vitality, how much energy you have to do the things you want and need to do in your life. And empowerment, how much control, influence, and power you feel like you have over creating your life. The more we work on living the high expression of these energies, the more control and choice we have over which creative spark we choose to follow. Awakened, resilient people always have choice. In other words, when you're clear about your conditioning around these 9 key traits, the more you can simply be creative without worrying if you're getting it right. You're basically always getting it right because you're trying. And the metric of our creative potential is measured by our willingness to take a risk or a bold step towards feeling our way into which creative spark is genuinely yours to follow. Here's the bottom line. You can't screw it up as long as you're trying. Sometimes it's the commitment to the creative process itself that is the most healing act we can commit for ourselves and for the world. What's the next right step for you getting your creative contribution out into the world? You can find us at gracepointpublishing.com. May your voices gain strength. May your vision stay clear and strong. May your creative fire spark change in the world.